Guys, I'm ready to show what I got. NBA, here I come, baby. It's now or nothing.
Oh, you gotta love the positive energy in his first NBA game, folks. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. And to tip off opening night, let's check out the starting lineups. First for the Pistons, Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. And it's Andre Drummond at 6'11", 275 pounds, the big athletic presence out of the University of Connecticut inside at center. Then it's Johnson, and it's Ilyasova in at the 4 spot. And for Atlanta, Teague and Korver in the backcourt. And holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. That's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Millsap in at the 4 slot. You look back last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home last season. Not a bad way to help unveil that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue of Neek was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Bryant passes to Tolliver. Back to Bryant. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson misses.
And, you know, for the Hawks last season, they ended with a 35-6 record at home, and that was the best in the East and the second best in the NBA.
Teague for 3. No good. And Detroit the other way now. Here's Jackson. The dish to Bryant. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. Bryant gets the bucket in a moment to celebrate here. Those are his first official points as an NBA player.
You know what? His game's pretty raw, guys, but he's an extremely hard worker. That much we all know about him, and there's plenty to be said for that.
As a matter of fact, that's foundational, Greg. You know that. Talent is a dime a dozen at the NBA level. It's about work ethic. And when you're a hard worker, you'll improve. And if you improve at a good rate, you'll have a chance to show what you can do in game situations. So I think his upside is terrific.
And for the Hawks, it was a good year to get the city. No, take that. It was a great year to get the city talking about basketball again. And Atlanta hasn't always rallied behind this team, but boy, did they show up more than usual last season.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Teague against Jackson. The drive by Bryant. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throw. The Pistons shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, they're up towards the bottom of the league there. Last season, they only shot about 70%.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. And Mack kicks to Horford. Passes it to Schroeder. Back to Horford. 1 second left. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Hawks.
Nothing like NBA action. So come out to a Pistons.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but it's Atlanta with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead early, and it's their first look at this year's Pistons here for the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
Detroit had a hard time making shots consistently last season. Clark, not a good shooting team from the floor, and of course that's in this league, it's going to kill you.
Yeah, it really will. I mean, at one point last year, Kevin, 3 of their 5 starters were in the bottom 10 in terms of player field goal percentage. I mean, hard to win any game that way.
1:58 left in the second quarter. Jackson off the pick from Bryant. Shoots. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 8 points for Clutch.
And the Pistons would finish in the bottom 3 in terms of team shooting last year. But for the most part, their shooting did improve over the course of the season.
Shot clock at 6. Splitter kicks to Corver. And it's good from the elbow. Corver's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse. And, you know, for the Pistons, they really had nowhere to go but up. I mean, shooting under 43% as a team is more than worrisome. I mean, it's something they'll have to drastically improve going forward.
So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. Last year, getting it done. 8th in assists, 13th in steals, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And last season, his floor awareness was impeccable. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. This does a great job of getting everybody involved.
And the first one drops. Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. Few would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Tolliver. Johnson comes in for Martin. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. Sefolosha dishes to Horford. He feeds it to T. From 11 feet away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And for the Hawks, they did end up with 4 All-Stars last season. As you said, it was all about how they worked together as a team.
Ilyasova passes to Jennings. Detroit, no good that time either.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Outside Teague. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul. Schroeder up top. 2 on the clock. Drummond with the block. And so we conclude the first half. Hawks ahead. They're up. And now the third quarter about to get going. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Teague drives in, back to Millsap. Wide open look, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists in the game.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are the jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. So we We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Splitter with a screen on Jackson. Schroeder. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And a nice shot by Bryant. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Jackson. And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. Buries it from three-point range. Schroeder's got 5. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3.
Tune in.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way.
With your first ever NBA game behind you, what does the future hold for you in this league?
Man, the future is bright. I got a lot to learn, but I intend to put in the work and do everything I can to make my mark in this league. Tonight was a good start. Coach gave me some important minutes, and I tried to go out and show him what I can do. And as soon as he needs more from me, I'll be ready. We got a long way to go, but I'm excited to be here, and I'm already pumped for the next game.